We need to study the psychology of people who find Junkrat attractive. Hi, hello, Kid here, and welcome back to part 2 of reacting to Overwatch origin stories. Just a short... Did y'all hear the bird? Just a short little video before we get to the cinematics, because I haven't watched a few of the stories. Excuse me if my mic sounds a bit odd in some parts, I was still figuring out some settings. And also join the new super cool and amazing and extraordinary Discord server we now have. Very normal people in that, 10 out of 10 dentists recommend. So yeah, let's jump right into it.
Tonight, on A Moment in Crime, their spree of mayhem and chaos has caused untold millions in property damage around the world.
That's such a cool name for a show, I can't lie. Can we please have something like that? A Moment in Crime? Someone make it happen, make it a podcast or something.
But who are these two deranged junkers? And what inspired their orgy of destruction?
That is a way of describing it. I wonder too though, where did they come from?
Is this the work of master criminals or just a couple of idiots?
Also, I wonder what Roadhog looks like. I don't know why, but I never imagine him as human, but he is, right? It's the mask, I don't know.
It was Junkrat.
Okay guys, I just stopped the video for like 2 minutes to calculate his BMI. Because he looks so skinny in game, I had to know whether he was underweight. And he is on the lower end, okay? Someone needs to feed him a good meal. I got you.
Who masterminded this string of attacks that has stretched from the Australian outback to Kings Row and beyond. Now this explosives-obsessed freak has his sights set on even greater acts of destruction.
Honestly, peak art installation, just look at that. It would break my heart to blow that up.
His co-conspirator, Roadhog,
Yo, he is definitely not underweight.
is a remorseless killer who hides his face behind a mask. This giant of a man is more than happy to use violence to
What did he do? Bro just wants to sell his ice cream and you have to do him like that. Come on, man. You already broke into a bank, I assume, and got some money, so pay the man.
resolve any situation. Together they have burned, bombed, robbed, and killed their way across the world. And their calamitous crime spree shows no sign of slowing down.
We need to study the psychology of people who find Junkrat attractive. I know some of y'all out there are watching this. Like, can you let me in on the secret? I need to know what it is.
Following their personal creed of no job too big, no score too small.
Oh my god, I want one of those plushies so bad. They look so cute. I just want to put him on my desk and stare at him for hours.
It seems as though there is no end in sight to this senseless rampage. Unless we get your help. If you have any information as to the whereabouts of these two extremely dangerous criminals, you need to contact us right away.
If you saw them in public, would you contact the police? Be honest.
Remember, crime doesn't pay, but we do.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, sure, I'm calling the police.
My name is Jack Morrison. People used to call me a hero. I led Overwatch for 20 years. We ended the Omnic crisis and paved the way to a better future.
Did you though?
Those were the good old days. They didn't last. Bad guys popped up all over the world. Lots of folks said we failed to keep the world safe.
I mean, I feel like that's typical good guy mentality to think, oh, but we did so much, but then not looking at all the other stuff you may have destroyed in the process. But yeah, I get it.
Protests broke out. They said that we were the problem,
I mean,
and people called for my head. They almost got their wish. It was a conspiracy. Overwatch got hit from inside and out.
I need to know more about that.
Our enemies blew up our headquarters, and me with it. They thought I died.
Is that just a pattern with the Overwatch agents? They just all have a fake death experience?
Part of me did.
Okay, Mr. Deep, Dark and Broody.
But war goes on. Now, I move in secret, striking from the shadows, hunting all those that brought Overwatch down.
So, does he work alone? Does he have like his own agenda now?
Call me a vigilante if you want.
He does, okay. Wait, dude? Like dude?
Truth is, I'm just a soldier.
Okay, so how did he find his way back to Overwatch and the others? If he was playing vigilante, someone let me know. Ooh, nice intro.
1, 2, 3, 4! She's a colossus, born from the sand, rose above a station and born to command.
That intro goes so hard. The other origin stories could never.
Abandoned in the outback, she fought through her pain, hunts the barrel on the X and wrecks him like a train.
Oh my god, I just noticed now that the lyrics are, you know, actually meaning something. Cool.
This is the legend of the Junkrat Queen. Watch your back, she's a hurt machine.
Oh my god, I love the lyrics.
Pop the world since 17. She burn it down with kerosene. She went on a journey to break the curse of the 5 metal demons of the betting land.
Okay, so I suppose the lyrics are telling her story. So who are the 5 metal demons? And also, how did she grow up? Like, did she just grow up in the desert there? I feel like half of the people in the Overwatch universe are just orphans. So I'll just assume the same for her.
They thought they were bad, found out she was worse. She left them to rust beneath the stairs. This is the legend of the Junkrat Queen. Watch your back, she's a hurt machine. Fought the world since 17.
Alright, when are they gonna add the ability to breathe fire on Junkrat Queen? That should have been a perk, man.
She burn it down with kerosene.
Well, I know sacrifice and I know pain. On Mixed Mutants Raiders, many I'd slay. Junkrat Town is my domain.
Ooh, built Junkrat Town. Was she involved in that? Or did she just arrive there and then kind of, you know, became the champion or whatever? Who built up Junkrat Town?
And when I'm done, none of this will remain. There will be a reckoning.
Oh, old line appearance. Okay, that was different from the other ones. I like the storytelling through the lyrics, but it's also one of those where they don't really tell you where she actually came from. So I'm gonna need to know a bit more. Okay, bro's hair is magnificent.
What a day. It's good to be alive. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I wasn't always the friendly, carefree guy you see before you today.
I was about to say he looks like a drug lord for some reason, like standing on that boat, the back to us. Does he have to tell us something?
I used to take things very seriously.
Oh my god, I did not see that Mauga coming.
I never had time for fun. But one day I realized
Ooh, they're making the big buff man even more big and buff?
something had to change. I needed to work on me.
Wait, like the doctor's giving me that evil eye, so was Mauga part of the evil guys? Please, no, please. Oh lord, you didn't have to do that. What did he do to you?
Now I've got a whole new outlook on life. I realized that it's okay to put myself first. Found out that I have a knack for bringing people together. And I
Oh, okay, so he was part of Talos. No.
learned how to let loose with friends. I work hard and I play hard. So, I only have one question for you. Ready to have some fun?
Don't look at me like that. Also, let's not lie, we saw it coming that he was low-key evil, because his voice line interactions are kind of unhinged sometimes. But man, please someone tell me he joined the good guys? Do not let them have your magnificent hair, they only want you for that.
So, you want to hear my story? It all started a few years ago. Overwatch was looking for a hotshot pilot to test their next generation teleporting fighter, the Slipstream.
Oh, so that's where the whole teleporting thing comes from.
Enter Lena Upston. Call sign Tracer. That's me. It was the sort of opportunity I dreamed of my whole life. But on my first flight, the teleportation matrix malfunctioned and I disappeared.
Feels like a Captain Marvel situation. Interesting that just she disappeared, I suppose, and not the plane. But hey, I'm not questioning the physics in the Overwatch universe. They go far beyond my comprehension.
I was missing for months and no one knew where or when I'd gone.
Wait, so no one knew where she was? Did she know where she was? Was she aware in those months? Or was she just kind of hanging in limbo? Did she eat? Did she sleep? What happened?
By the time Overwatch found me, I was little more than a ghost. The doctors call my condition chronal disassociation. I faded in and out of existence, disappearing for hours and days at a time.
But what happens in that time? I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, you know, you could just take a break from everyone. But then again, it's probably very distressing.
And even when I was there, I couldn't touch anything. But my friend Winston would not give up. He kept at it, day and night, until he invented the chronal harness that keeps me anchored to the present.
Thank you for your service, Winston. Without you, we wouldn't have this lovely Brit in the game.
I was myself again. Even better, it turned my condition into something great. I had control over my own time, and I could speed it up and slow it down at will.
How does it work though? Does she just have to think about it? Does she just have to think, okay, now I speed up and now I slow down?
My career as a pilot was over, but my life as an Overwatch agent had begun. Sounds like someone needs me. But don't worry, we'll have plenty of time for stories later.
Short but cute origin story. This is actually one of those where you understand what happened to her instead of just being obscure and giving motivational quotes. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I still need to know more behind the science of what exactly happened to Tracer. I just suppose her body composition and cells fundamentally changed, but I don't know. I'll have to look into it. We are done with the origin stories. My favorite of all has to be Sigma. I think his background story is pretty well built. The scientist discovering untapped potential, turning mad, and being used as a weapon trope never fails. But man, do I feel bad for him. Sombra, free our man. Let me know your guys' favorite origin story so I can judge your taste. Thank you. And yeah, see you guys next time for your weekly dose of Kit. Until then, have a lovely day. Bye.